just trying to survive and learn to love along the way. By Foreplay on AO3. Episode 84, Chapter 84 of Returns and Reconciliation. Shouta is practically shaken awake. He gives Sashi his best glare, but his husband just laughs at his tired look. He moves along to wake Hawks, leaving Shouta to deal with the children. It's easy, just as he expected, and within minutes of Hizashi entering the room, everybody is awake and seated at the table. They're all waiting for Suzumi-san. It takes a full half hour of Shouta wondering why in the hell they had to wake up already for her arrival. He tried to get a read on her, but her expressions give nothing away. Sorry for the wait. I have news. Everyone sits a little straighter at that. It's not the news you were hoping for, but it's not bad news either. The jury is going to take a while on the deliberation, so the results may not come today. You guys can go home, and I will call you when we have the verdict. It's not the worst news she could have given, but it does nothing to improve the mood of the room. Alright, kids, why don't we get home before it gets too crowded out there? While the hard part may have been done, they still have to get around the media presence outside. It's almost laughably easy. Hux goes ahead as a distraction, so they're able to sneak out behind the reporters without being spotted. Shouta almost wants to sprint to the car, but decides against it for the kids' sake. They just have to hope they don't get spotted walking the few blocks from the courthouse. Shouta speeds off as soon as they're buckled, and from the look that Hizashi gives him, he knows he regrets letting him drive. No matter, Shouta will get them home in half the time that it would normally take. Everyone bolts as soon as he parks the car, as if they're afraid he'll speed it off again before he'll have the chance. I'm so sorry, Dad, but they need to take away your license. Shouta only dignifies that with an eye roll. Izuku must get his dramatics from Sashi. It's a short walk between the parade and the dorms. Shouta doesn't expect anyone to be waiting for them, but there's a lone figure standing on the step of the building. Is that All Might? Peering closer, Shouta finds that, unfortunately, Kirishima is right. Nobody in his class looks that obnoxious. Dad, do you think he knows? Izuku's voice is small. I have no clue how much it had gotten out, but I think he does. As much as he doesn't want to take his eyes off of the number one hero, Shouta does so that he could check on his son. He's pale and looks as upset as he did right after his turn on the stand when Sashi had to escort him out of their room. Todoroki has a comforting hand on his shoulder and an understanding look on his face. Kirishima looks a little lost, but ready to comfort Izuku all the same. Guess we better see what he wants. They could go around the back, but All Might would just follow them there. He knows they've been spotted, and the man is just waiting for them to approach. Ah, Eraserhead. I need to speak with Izuku. All Might must not have seen his son, hidden behind Shouta. About? I'm sure you know. All Might sounds more resigned than anything. Shouta might not have to yell today. If you're here to yell at him, you could fuck off. There's laughter behind him. That is, without a doubt, Todoroki's, and Shouta doesn't care enough to stop him. I'm not here to get angry. I heard what happened in the courtroom, and need to go over a few things with him. In private. You can say it in front of the others. Some of them know about my quirk anyways. It's not like they wouldn't find out. Izuku moves partly out of his hiding spot as he speaks. This is about more than just One for All, Izuku. Obviously this needs to be shared with your parents, but I don't want to involve other students. All Might seems more serious than he's seen the hero in a while. Todoroki, Kirishima, get inside, please. The two seem reluctant, but they leave without any questions. Both boys give All Might a wide berth. Alright, Yagi, what's going on? Shouta has no desire for wasting time. Actually, we need to wait for... Never mind, he's arriving now. Who else needs to be present for this discussion? Shouta, Sashi, Izuku, how are you? I think it'll be better if we knew what was going on, Tsukalchi. The detective looks exhausted, so this must be important if the man isn't off working or sleeping. Is there somewhere private we can talk? If it was just Tsukalchi, Shouta would invite him to their rooms. He doesn't want All Might tainting the safe space they created. I'm sure there's a free conference room. Sashi offers before Shouta has to think too hard about it. Tsukalchi nods, so they head that way. The detective makes small talk with Izuku on the way, asking him different questions about school and the cats. Shouta keeps a close eye on All Might, but he doesn't seem too eager to talk to anyone at this point. The number one hero goes as far as sitting on the opposite end of the conference table. I went to the trial today in my powered down form. I care about all my former students, so I needed to see how it played out. So when you said you heard what happened, you actually heard it. Yes, I have also been keeping up with Tsukalchi's investigation, as I'm sure you have been as well. Not as much recently. We've been a little preoccupied. Shouta is reluctant to admit that. Tsukalchi would have let him know if something big had happened. We've finished hitting the hideouts that Touya told us about. We caught a lot of small fry, but none of the heavy hitters. The detective takes over. We've also kept an eye on a few possible places. Nothing big yet, but things have been picking up recently. That's not why you're here. With things picking up how they are, and people finding out about One for All, even though they don't know the details, I'm worried for Izuku's safety. He appreciates Tsukalchi's concern, but it's not like they'll leave this dorm a lot. We're pretty safe at UA, you know this. I do. I also know that work studies are coming up, and your son is sure to be picked by the number of different heroes. Shouta doesn't like where the detective is going with this. If you're suggesting that we keep him from... All Might is brave enough to interrupt him. We're not. I actually have a work-study recommendation. Night Eye's agency. Izuku tenses up beside him. He doesn't look scared, like he expected. If anything, Izuku looks excited at the suggestion. If I recall, one of the big three, Tomaka Mirako, is entering with that agency. All Might frowns a little at the mention of the third year. He is, yes. Sir Night Eye suggested him to be my successor. We have already been on poor terms, and my decision worsened them. So why do you think he'll take Izuku? We've mostly mended our relationship after clearing up the main source of the rift. I've told him a bit about Izuku, and he seemed particularly interested in his analysis. Night Eye will be more than enough to protect Izuku when off school grounds. Sir Night Eye is interested in my analysis? Izuku looks starstruck. All Might just gives him a fond look. I'm sure this isn't the only reason you've dragged Tsukalchi here. No, it isn't. He has more updates on the League's investigation. That can be discussed without Izuku here. Izuku loses the excited look, and seems a little reluctant to leave them. It's alright, baby. We'll let you know if there's anything you need to know. Okay, love you, dads. See you later, detective. Bye, All Might. The number one hero looks honored to be included in Izuku's goodbyes. Shouta can't fault him for that. Okay, so chapter 85 is of results and family, the summary being the results are in. So I have a feeling that we're going to find out what they talked about in this meeting here, and then we're also going to find out the results of the trials and all that stuff. But I want to talk a little bit, Eri's coming! With Sir Night Eye being in there, Eri is coming. Woo! Let's go. Oh, maybe they're going to talk about this, the Shia Hisaikai or whatever, right? Oh, let's go. Sir Night Eye is coming, therefore Eri. I'm excited. I love Eri. And I can't wait to have her added into the little family. And oh my god, Eri is coming. I'm so excited. I'm shaking. Shiver me timbers. Shiver me timbers, guys. Shiver the timbers. I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited, because I'm excited. So, I know we're all excited for Eri. We're all excited for all that stuff. I am giggling. I am twirling my feet, kicking my hair. Yeah. I want to see, I think Eri's probably going to join the dynamic with Izuku, Hisashi, sorry, my bad, Hisashi and Shouta, right? And hopefully, you know, she just fits right in as like a little sister. And if not, there's always Fix where Midnight's the one that takes over looking after her. So that's good. I know there's some where people like Miracle looking after her, but like, Miracle's a kid himself, so no. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.